Y'all, what a basketball game. Let's recap. Tennessee versus LSU, a battle between two legendary programs and two Kims. Kim Caldwell of Tennessee and Kim Mulkey of LSU, the new coach versus the seasoned vet. And trust me, y'all, the SEC showdown did not disappoint. Now, from the start, it was guards versus guards battle throughout the entire game. LSU came out strong in the first quarter with Kim Mulkey making a pivotal adjustment early in the game after starting 6'5" center Jersey Wolfenbarger. Kim Mulkey quickly ended up benching her and committed to a small ball lineup for the rest of the game. And guys, this gave LSU guards more space to dominate, opening up paint lanes, also making it easier for some mid-range shots as well. I just thought it was a genius idea, especially with the way that Tennessee was playing defense. It made sense to just go straight guards and make that stuff happen. LSU's lineup for the game often featured Cheyenne Day-Wilson, Talaysia Johnson, and Kaylin Gilbert, who came off the bench. We also had Michaela Williams and Aneesa Morrow as the lone big for LSU. And Tennessee, they were able to shake off their slow start and kind of get some momentum in this game. In the second quarter, it seemed like initially that LSU was going to run away with it, but Tennessee came storming back by doing what they do best, shooting threes. Still, LSU managed to hold on to a slim lead heading into the fourth quarter. And guys, the fourth quarter was where all the drama had happened, right? LSU led 67-62 at the start of the fourth quarter, and from there, it was shot for shot. LSU hitting twos, Tennessee countering with threes. Tennessee finally ended up getting their lead, getting their first lead in the fourth quarter, only to have it snatched right back by LSU. And with 49 seconds left to go in this game, Tennessee was down by 3 points. Kim Caldwell calls a timeout. She draws up a play for a three-pointer, but LSU, rightly so, saw it coming. And specifically, Kaylin Gilbert saw the play coming, and she saw what was happening. Talaysia Cooper ended up getting the basketball. We saw what was supposed to be a screen for Jewel Spear to get open, but Kaylin Gilbert kind of saw that. Talaysia Cooper kind of drives to the basket, drives a little bit, tries to kick it out to Jewel Spear. Kaylin Gilbert is right there, gets the steal, and in her haste to make something happen, she threw the ball down the court, trying to get it to one of her teammates in Michaela Williams, and it was a bad pass. It got tipped, and it wound up being a steal with the ball stolen right back from LSU. So Tennessee had the ball, LSU stole it, and we saw LSU get the ball stolen right back. Now, okay, scramble. And then we get the ball. So Tennessee grabs the ball, ends up throwing it to Jewel Spear, who never left her position of where she was when she was trying to get that basket for a three-point shot earlier, right? She never really left her spot. It's kind of like she knew, I guess, that ball was going to come right back to her in that same spot. But anyway, she gets the ball. Jewel Spear nails the three. Boom. Tied up 87-87. Ooh, what a game. With no timeouts left to go, LSU had to go for hero ball. We saw Talaysia Johnson run the length of the court trying to go for an acrobatic layup. She missed it. Aneesa Morrow gets the rebound, but was immediately swarmed, leading to a jump ball. LSU had possession, the arrow possession. So with 21 seconds left to go, LSU was inbounding the basketball. They inbounded it, and they decided to hold for the final shot, which is when Kailyn Gilbert did this. Guys, the transfer off the bench stepped up and delivered the game-winning bucket. And the crowd goes wild. In enemy territory, LSU winds up getting the dub against the Tennessee Lady Vols. Final score, 89 LSU, 87 Tennessee. Now, why did Tennessee lose this game? Well, this game was a fire game, but ultimately, Tennessee just could not handle LSU's physicality, which led to less paint points than Tennessee usually has. Tennessee is a team that thrives on three things. They thrive on layups, they thrive on three-point shooting, and they thrive on getting to the free throw line. Now, if you look at all of their previous games, that's the majority of their points. The majority of their points, and when you add it all up, is almost always three-point baskets free throws, and paint points. In some games, they're only shooting, 2 mid-range jumpers in the entire game, or making 2 mid-range jumpers, right? Like the mid-range game is not really Tennessee's thing this year. It really is 3-point or paint. That's it. And of course you get fouled and get to the line, but that's about it. But against LSU, they had to rely heavily on their mid-range game because they weren't able to get in the paint like they really wanted to and make the shot. Like that was the thing. They were missing, a good amount of stuff in the paint. And yes, overall their field goal percentage was pretty good, but it led to some missed opportunities in the paint, which made them sort of decide to step out a little bit and rely on some mid-range jumpers. And yeah, sure, they hit some, but they also missed quite a bit as well. And Tennessee, overall, they managed to have just 30 points in the paint. And you compare that to the 60 that LSU had, and that's the difference in this game. While Tennessee did have threes fall in spurts, they didn't have the paint shots to sort of offset some of the threes that they missed. Now, here's the thing, guys. The SEC is no joke. And Tennessee is going to need to find ways to consistently score 40-plus points in the paint. Because your threes are not always going to fall. This is a team that shoots in around the 30s every game when it comes to three-point baskets. Yeah, your threes can fall at times, but your bread and butter kind of needs to be in the paint. And if you can't do that, you're going to struggle when we get into SEC play. Because it's a lot of physical players in the SEC, okay? And you don't want to have more losses. This is a Tennessee team that was undefeated coming into SEC play. They they didn't get got, but they lost to Oklahoma, and now they lost to LSU. Now, still, I got to give a huge shout out to some players on Tennessee because Talaysia Cooper, that girl was fire. Phenomenal player. 26 points in this game, 6 rebounds, 5 assists. Her and Jewel Spear were really the people, the two players who just put their team on their back and made stuff happen. Jewel Spear, 25 points, 5 clutch threes for her to kind of keep Tennessee in it. And despite the loss, guys, this is a game that Tennessee could have and should have won. But with some missed layups here and there, that's the ball game. It's a 2-point game, guys. Tennessee had an opportunity, even on the last play, but ultimately the play that was drawn, it was. I didn't think it was a good play. You should have had them running from the opposite side of the court because she had to grab the ball and kind of turn around and shoot, and that was really too complicated. But instead, she should have been running towards the basketball and still got the same paint shot. But anyway, I thought it was just little bitty mistakes that Tennessee made. And yes, Kim Caldwell does not like moral victories. It doesn't matter to her. This is their second loss in SEC play. And of course she's upset about it. But at the same time, guys, I thought Tennessee played great. I thought they played great enough to win. It's just the luck of the draw, man. It's just the luck of the draw, and there's little things that Tennessee just needs to clean up when it comes to their paint play. It just clean it up a little bit more, finish more in contact, regardless of if the referees call that foul or not. You just got to finish. And if they did that yesterday, yeah, you win the game. You win the game. But let's talk about LSU, the winners of this team. For LSU, this game was a masterclass in scouting, in my opinion. Scouting and execution. That's what this game was all about. We saw Kim Mulkey make some early adjustments to ditch the traditional center. It was brilliant. Smart. And guys, can we talk about Kaylin Gilbert? Kaylyn Gilbert, the transfer from Arizona, guys, she reminds me of Alexis Morris. Does anybody else get Alexis Morris from Kaylyn Gilbert? Guys, she is fearless. She is crafty. She is lethal off the bounce. That is Kaylyn Gilbert. And that's exactly what Alexis Morris was when they won that championship. Kaylyn Gilbert is the X factor for LSU. And she was the X factor in this game, ultimately finishing the game with 22 points, including the dagger ice in her veins shot to close out the game. And even besides that shot, I would have said that Kaylyn Gilbert was the X factor of this game because of the 8 field goals that she had before that last shot. her ability to just get to the lane and get a shot off and get a good shot off, right? Again, a lot of similarities with Alexis Morris. I am seeing a lot of parallels between this version of LSU and the national championship version of LSU. All they're missing is that solid post player. I think they're missing that solid sort of center, right? But everything else, they kind of got it. Like the guards, oh man, I think they're great. Also, not a guard, but still fantastic. Yesterday was Anissa Morrow, who just did her thing. She did what she did best. She recorded a monster double double with 23 points, 21 rebounds. Huge rebounds in this game. And her sort of aggressiveness led to LSU beating Tennessee on the rebounding front. Tennessee doesn't get certain opportunities because Anissa Morrow was right there. Even towards the end of the game, when Talaysia Cooper missed the layup, who was there to get the rebound? Anissa Morrow. The only reason why Kaylin Gilbert was even able to win the game off that shot was because of Anissa Morrow. Now, I know a lot of times we talk about, other players and we got to give them their shine and all this stuff. Yes, absolutely. But you cannot forget about the woman down low who just does all the dirty stuff for LSU, and that is Anissa Morrow. She has an engine that does not quit. And yeah, she's a big freaking deal, okay? Big freaking deal for Anissa Morrow. Flau'jae Johnson was also really good as well. She added 20 points in this game for LSU. Michaela Williams had 16. Cheyenne Day-Wilson only scored 2 points in this game in 32 minutes. However, her presence on the court still contributed to LSU's success. So I don't have a problem with Cheyenne Day-Wilson not doing a ton in terms of offensive production. I don't have an issue with it at all, because you saw the lineup that they had. And not all 5 of the players that's out there is going to have like 20-something points, right? But you need everybody to kind of work together for the team's good. And I thought that Cheyenne Day-Wilson did a good job. I mean, did a decent job, I would say. Like she was fine. I thought she gave some good minutes, and yeah, sure, she only has 2 points, but at the same time, I thought they looked good with her out there on the court. And yeah, she did have some like two turnovers that weren't great, but like other than that, Cheyenne Day-Wilson, I thought it was good. Yeah, keep her in the starting lineup for LSU going forward. Now for LSU, they proved that they can counter 3-point shots with layups, and they stepped up defensively when it mattered the most. Their undefeated season lives on for now. Now, guys, what do y'all think about this game? Let me know in the comments. And guys, I know there was other games that happened that happened yesterday, and I will get to those, but I wanted to just do a separate video to do a deeper dive, not sort of that quicker recap, but a little bit of deeper dive into this LSU versus Tennessee game. What do y'all think? Let me know in the comments. Do y'all think the Tennessee should have won? Do y'all think the LSU just did their thing and definitely deserved that win, or do you think it was just the luck of the draw? I think it was kind of a bit of a luck, but hey, you create your own luck when you play a certain way, and Tennessee should not have their heads held low, because I thought they played well. I thought they played well, but Tennessee just didn't have that extra oomph to get the win. But it is what it is, guys. What do y'all think? Let me know, and I will see y'all in the next one. Till next time, guys. Bye.